I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Democrats in the House of Representatives instantly exposed the MAGA Republican sham impeachment hearings of President Biden as being nothing but an attempt by Donald Trump to destroy our democracy. Yep, the Democrats showed that these MAGA Republicans in the House are just puppets of Donald Trump doing what they are told to do as America is on the verge of a cataclysmic shutdown. First clip I want to show you, new Democratic superstar Maxwell Frost giving a timeline and explaining we are here because of the spinelessness of Kevin McCarthy and MAGA Republicans being ordered to do things by Donald Trump. Play the clip.
But then just 12 days later, 12 precious days later, something happens. I'm not sure what, but something happens, because then the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, comes out and says, yes, we will do an impeachment inquiry. So what happened between these 12 days? It's very simple. 3 threats from members of his own caucus at the direction of former President Donald Trump changed his mind. Number one, the threat to force a vote on impeachment, which would lose on the House floor and be another embarrassment in the long list of embarrassments this Congress for the Speaker of the House. Number two, they would threat to shut down the government, something that will happen in just 2 days. And number three, and this is the one that really got to him, they said, you about to lose your job. And they said, we will remove you as Speaker from the House. And that scared him so much that Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House of the United States of Representatives, third in line of the presidency, completely caved due to the threats of people within his own caucus. This fake impeachment is based on desperate political calculation, not any evidence.
Next up, Marjorie Taylor Greene tries to rebut that, but she is warned by Democratic Congressmember Jamie Raskin, please do not show any more pornography in this committee hearing. We know that's what you did last time. There are kids who may be watching this. Just think about that, folks. You have to warn the MAGA Republicans not to show nudie photos in congressional hearings. Now, watch what went down. And then back to our regularly scheduled program. Play the clip.
While allowing Hunter Biden to exploit women. This is a shame. But let's talk about...
Chairman, there's a parliamentary challenge before us.
The point of order.
Chairman, point of order.
Who's the point? And we'll stop the clock for you, Ms. Greene.
Mr. Chairman, our colleague from Georgia has introduced before pornographic exhibits and displayed things that are really not suitable for children who might be watching. And
bathing suit's not suitable, Mr. Raskin?
Well, I'm saying I would like the member to be instructed to not introduce any pornography today, at least without running it through the chair first.
A bathing suit is not pornography,
Well, we
Mr.
can't
Raskin.
see it from down there, so you didn't make it available to the minority before you started.
I've seen it before. It's on the internet. It's everywhere.
You are submitting a naked woman's body.
This is a bathing suit. This is a bathing suit.
And it has not been cleared before this committee.
Glasses on. Do you wear them or not?
I have contacts in. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations.
All right. Chair, ask Ms. Greene to proceed.
Now let's talk about more.
Right, then we have Democratic Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury saying that Trump's teeny tiny hands and fingerprints are all over this. Play the clip.
And we see the long arm, but little hands of Mr. Donald Trump, whose fingerprints are all over this hearing and this sham impeachment.
Jamie Raskin, Democratic Congress member, saying, you're just doing what Trump wants you to do. Play the clip.
Speaker McCarthy's invertebrate appeasement of the most fanatical elements of his conference now threatens the well-being of every American. Now, some people think the members of the GOP caucus aren't interested in anything logical. They just want to see the world burn, as Alfred Pennyworth put it in The Dark Knight. But I see a method in the madness. A week ago, Donald Trump posted a comment saying that a government shutdown, quote, is the last chance to defund these political prosecutions against me and other patriots. You get it? To delay justice, Donald Trump would cut off paychecks to a couple million service members and federal workers and furlough more than 1 million workers and pay them later for having not worked. They would halt food assistance to millions of moms and kids and keep NIH in my district from enrolling any more patients in life and death clinical research trials. Trump's convinced that if we shut the government down, his 4 criminal prosecutions on 91 different felony and misdemeanor charges will be defunded and delayed long enough to keep him from having to go before a jury of his peers before the 2024 election. And like flying monkeys on a mission for the Wicked Witch of the West, Trump's followers in the House now carry his messages out to the world: shut down the government, shut down the prosecutions. But the cult master has another command for his followers, which brings us here today. On August 27th, he posted this edict: either impeach the bum or fade into oblivion. They did it to us. Of course, the standard for impeachment is not whether they did it to us, but whether the president committed treason or bribery or other high crimes and misdemeanors. But the Constitution's irrelevant to them. What counts is what Donald Trump wants. As Republican Representative Ken Buck, a Freedom Caucus member, told CNN the other day, President Trump has gone on his social media account and said we should be impeaching President Biden. Kevin McCarthy said we have an impeachment inquiry. You draw the conclusion, directly or indirectly, this impeachment inquiry was a result of President Trump's pressure.
And here AOC explains what an embarrassment this is. How embarrassing for our country, for this body, that the MAGA Republicans are behaving this way. Play the clip.
When we talk about a threshold of an impeachment inquiry, was there a House floor vote that had a majority of members of Congress that opened an impeachment inquiry into President Clinton?
There was.
There was. Was there a full House floor vote opening an impeachment inquiry into President Trump?
In 2019.
Is there one here for this one?
Not for this one.
There is not one here for this one. This is an embarrassment. An embarrassment to the time and people of this country. And I would ask that the chair and I would ask that this committee elevate to the promise of our duties here and comport ourselves with the consistency and practice that is required of our seats and our duty and our oath to our responsibilities here. And with that, I yield back. Thank you.
And I'll show you this clip, folks. This is President Biden in Arizona, where he was opening up a library for the late, great Senator John McCain. And President Biden gave an important defense of our democracy. Juxtapose that to this MAGA Republican cosplay fascism that's taking place in the House of Representatives. As President Biden says, democracies die in silence. We cannot be silent in the face of this fascist, MAGA extremist threat. Silence is complicity. Play the clip.
Remember, democracies don't have to die at the end of a rifle. They can die when people are silent, when they fail to stand up or condemn the threats to democracy. When people are willing to give away that which is most precious to them because they feel frustrated, disillusioned, tired, alienated. I get it. I really do. I get it. For all its faults, though American democracy remains the best path forward to prosperity, possibilities, progress, fair play, equality. And democracy requires all of us and all the major parties. You matter. And again, I'm not just trying to be nice here. You matter. All of you in this auditorium. Because history and common sense tell us that we can change things by adhering to our Constitution and our institutions of democracy. Our task, our sacred task of our time, is to make sure that they change, not for the worse, but for the better. That democracy survives and thrives, not be smashed by a movement more interested in power than in principle. It's up to us, the American people. In my view, the more people vote, the more engaged the whole nation becomes, the stronger democracy will be. So the answer to the threats we face is engagement. It's not to sit in the sidelines. It's to build coalitions and community. To remind ourselves there's a clear majority of us who believe in our democracy and are ready to protect it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you hit subscribe. We are on our way to 2 million subscribers. If you want to help the growth of this platform, you can also check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch, patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Have a great day.
Hey, Meidas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.